now, everyone knows that Dollar Shave Club ships amazing razors for a few bucks. Tim's been a member for a while, and he loves the shave, and I love the way he looks. What you might not know is that Dollar Shave Club also has products for pretty much everything else you need in the bathroom. Body wash, hair gel, everything. And just like the razors, everything is super high quality and left Tim looking so good, I violated my marriage vows. If you're like Tim, obsessed with Crash Bandicoot and sick of the nonsense that is the store, now's the time to try out Dollar Shave Club. For a limited time, Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their starter set to new members. For only $5, you get the executive razor, 3 trial size versions that are most popular things, some blades, you'll enjoy yourself. In your first box, you'll receive their shave butter, body wash, and 1 wipe Charlie's butt wipes. I am not making this stuff up, along with the razor and that premium weighty handle that so many likes, the cassette full of cartridges. And after the first box, replacement cartridges are just a few bucks a month. This offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/Greggy. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Greggy. What else are you gonna shave with? A shoe? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Over Greggy Show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hi, Greg.
What's this shirt?
This
Deathly
is
Hallows?
yeah, it's the Death Eater shirt.
This is
I got this at the when I went and saw the London show. Right,
Yeah.
Chris Child. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Is it true that they had the T-shirt can and shot at you?
No. What happened was Voldemort himself just got up and was like, "Here, you're the best audience member." And he
real
just
talk.
punched the shirt into my
Shout
chest.
out to
That's
the
a
Harry
keepsake
Potter
forever.
effect when they go away, like on the Virgin flight we just did, wherever the hell we just came from. When the Fantastic Beasts, when Colin Farrell just is walking
Yep.
on the street and then
Yeah.
it looks so.
Nick,
good.
what's it called?
It's
Is
dope.
Apparate. I think?
Apparate.
Apparate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there, the pure one at Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
And joining us from patreon.com/kindafunny, Matt Marcon.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yay! Thank you for wanting to come be a part of the show.
Thanks for having
Now,
me.
here's what I'll tell you straight off the bat. We haven't. This is weird. Usually, I think you're the first Patreon guest who has been completely under Kevin's rule. Whereas before, I used to be point of contact. I'd talk to people. I'd direct them. I'd know more about them. So you and I haven't talked that much.
Okay.
You got here. You got there's like 7 of us now, so you get to talk to a bunch of people. I want it on the table right away. Just dislike your name. It's Matt Marcon, and I want to keep saying Mark. Because it's Matt Marcon.
See, that's
It's
my uncle.
It's too close. Mark
That's
is
my
your uncle.
uncle.
Wait, you have a Mark Marcon?
Mark Marcon. My dad is Michael Marcon,
Jesus.
and my mom,
Oh, no.
Mary Marcon.
Oh my
I thought you were
god.
gonna say Marcon.
Well, that'd be weird if that was my mom.
Mark Marcon sounds like a superhero.
He is.
You know, there's
He's
Peter Parker,
like a 50-year-old
Mark
dude,
Marcon.
and he's got like a 6-pack. He's jacked.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that
He's a
either.
cool dude.
This whole family, I don't know. Now, do you have any brothers or sisters?
One brother,
What's his name?
Keaton.
fucking Keaton.
He's a
Ruined
half
it.
brother.
Wait, was he named after
okay.
Michael Keaton? Because that would be amazing.
That would be cool, but I don't think
Alex P. Keaton.
Okay.
Mr.
I don't
Keaton.
know.
These are all last names.
Skippy. Well, you can
yep.
still call it.
No.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
I work in insurance, so I'll skip over that. We won't have to talk about that anymore.
Berkshire,
No,
Shelter insurance.
no.
Geico.
No, like I said, let's just skip
If
over
someone
it.
has an animal or a bird, do you sell bird insurance?
I think there is bird insurance. Yeah. You
But do you
can
sell
pretty
it?
much
Are
get-
you an insurance salesman?
No, I'm not. No.
Are you a traveling insurance salesman?
No.
Are you
Oh
here?
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
here to
So guys, I need to talk about your insurance today.
This is a nice place you have here.
You
It'd
are
be a shame if
underinsured.
something happened
You're
to it.
underinsured.
Just drops over land. I'm like, sorry, you just broke that. The fuck,
All right, cool.
I live in New York.
All right. The Big Apple.
The Big
Windy
Apple.
City.
No.
Brotherly love.
City that never sleeps.
Oh, also that, not that one.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
But I'm currently in moving back. I'm on my way to move back to California.
Nice. The Bay Area.
The Bay Area.
Going back to Cali.
Going back to Cali.
What is your nerve level to be on this show right now?
Nerve level?
Yeah.
Surprisingly not very high.
Good.
Good.
I'm
Well,
very
your best
calm.
friend. You get
Right.
the whole shtick.
Right.
We're just here to fuck around and be stupid. Yeah. But yeah, I always see it in the chat.
And all the drugs that you gave me before the
Well,
show.
yeah, of course.
So many drugs.
Lot of drugs.
Nick, what's your favorite drug?
What's my favorite drug? I'm high on life, son. I'm high on life.
Good answer. Good
And
answer.
Starbucks. I'm really high on Starbucks right now.
We'll get to that later, I'm sure. No, I always see in the comments when somebody's on the episode, like, oh man, I couldn't do that. I don't think I'd be able to hang, blah, blah, blah. I think you're gonna be just fine. You
think
were
so?
hanging out earlier. We were having a lot of fun beforehand. I was stomping around. We were all singing songs. We were having a good time.
We were.
That makes
We'll
it
get
sound
to
like it
that
was more
too.
organized. Me and Nick were singing songs.
Look
really.
what
Just,
you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
Look what I did do.
Check it out.
I'm gonna go. Well, if you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Game Over Greggy show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each bringing a random topic discussion for your amusement.
job.
If you like that, head over to
Leave it out.
patreon.com/kindafunny, where you can get each and every episode early. Tim, how early?
Every early.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, it's been a week. This is what happens when we don't get weekends
We need a
anymore.
weekend. We
No
need
weekends.
weekends.
Who
It's only
needs them?
Wednesday though.
I know.
That's
Remind us,
sad.
please, Jesus. So early you can be watching us as we recorded right now. That's right. So many people are doing it just for $1. That's great. Or you get crazy perks like being on the show. So go over to Patreon. Check it out. But if you got no money to toss our way, no big deal. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny, where we post the entire show, topic by topic, day by day, until it goes up as one big video and MP3. Nick,
Yes, sir.
you get the topic glasses.
Where did you get these weird
What are
ass
you gonna-
Mr. Magoo glasses?
Last day of June. It's a game that's out.
Man, you
It
just
came in.
dated
It came in.
yourself
It came
so
in the.
hard.
It came in the press.
Looks like
pack.
Mr. Peabody.
Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Magoo.
Look at the. You look good. Look at the camera. Kevin, give me the one. Give me the. Give me the.
Paula worked on Mr. Peabody.
Yeah, she did.
Push those down there. Have you ever thought about glasses?
Yeah.
'Cause look
think
at
about
how
how
good.
terrible it must be to have
why
to wear
do
glasses all the
make your
time.
mouth do that thing?
You look.
Do I look? How,
You look
how-
like a professor.
Hold on, let me try. Let me just straighten this out.
Straighten them out. Yeah.
Let me tell you something about the history of the French people.
Thank you. Finally, I'd love to hear about the history of the French people, Professor Scarpino.
They're all dumb.
Wow.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
So they're the kind of people
Only
that
the
would
smart
say
ones come to America.
these dumb French people are
Yeah.
the kind of people who would say Cheetos are chips.
They would probably think all chips are the same. They
Sure.
would probably also put the Funyun in the chip category. And we all know that the Funyun lays squarely outside of the chip category.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the
That
lie?
that doesn't even have.
Where's it lay?
It's a
Frito-Lay.
Colette. It's a circular Colette.
In your face, you got pwned there, huh? Didn't you?
So goddamn much.
I
Colette.
got you.
Tim doesn't like when I pay attention to things.
No.
Because he always expects that I don't, because 99% of the time
You're
I have
not.
no idea
Yeah,
what you guys are
exactly,
talking about.
exactly.
But then the one time I do, it throws him off a little bit.
Yeah,
And
you
he
got
doesn't
him.
appreciate
You-
that.
it's like you guys are like two great sumo fighters, and he thinks he's gonna knock you out of the ring. And you just come and you do that thing where
Yeah, we're exactly like
The
sumo
Honda.
fighters.
Sumo
Yeah,
fighters?
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. Sumo
about
fighters.
sumo fighters.
Yeah.
you
no.
you remember
They're
Yokozuna
very
though?
fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Just what Yokozuna would do then, sure. You know. Remember when Lex Luger slammed him?
No.
Big moment when Lex Luger. Nick, what's your topic?
My topic today comes from a thing that's near and dear to my heart: Starbucks. And let me just set this up for you. The other day I was at a Starbucks, and the person in front of me had that look, and I was like, "Oh, don't do this to
I
me."
hate the glasses. I can't do it. Nick's looking straight at me with these fucking glasses.
I was like, I heard this person when the person, the cashier was like, "What would you like?"
Yeah.
I heard the person go like this, and I was like,
Oh no!
"Don't do this to
Oh
me.
no!
Don't."
How
do this
long's
to
the
me."
line at this point? We in
No,
the morning
it's-
rush?
No, it's not. It wasn't that
This is
bad.
just the
but
Nick
still,
Scarpino third
Nick
trip.
waiting at Starbucks is
It never ends
Nick's
well.
least favorite. Nick.
It never
I don't
ends
like, I
well.
don't like waiting, and I certainly don't like being stuck behind the person who it's their first time at the Starbucks, right? And I was like, then I took a step back and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have some patience, because what a wonderful thing I'm getting to watch right now. Someone's first experience.
That first taste of the sweet candy.
Virginity.
At Starbucks,
being lost.
right?
Yeah.
Busted
And so I
open.
wanted to talk to you guys about your first experiences at Starbucks. Greg,
Gotcha.
I know you're newer
Don't fucking touch me like that ever again.
than we are. Tim and I have been addicted to Starbucks for a long time.
No, what? No.
Really?
No, what? No.
Oh,
newer
no.
to Starbucks. No,
Let's
not
go down the
newer.
line. Yeah, I just
I'm
wanna
not.
talk about Starbucks.
I didn't find an addiction to Starbucks until I started hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And it was, I can pinpoint it exactly. It was the E3. It would have been E3 2015. No, that's right. 2015, right? Yeah, it was the first E3 we were doing up at noon. And you guys had me working so much, and there was that one right around the corner that you would just bring me back the big old iced coffees. And I was like, yeah. And I went over there, and then it was the same year they had debuted the mobile app. So you guys were using the app and getting your stars and all that jazz or whatever. So I got in on that. And then once you give me some kind of club reward card, as you
right.
know what I'm talking about, man,
love those
I'm always
fucking
getting.
things.
Oh, it's because it's a video game in
makes
real
you
life
do it.
suddenly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm leveling up.
sure
I'm
is.
increasing my stats here.
You got to platinum the Starbucks.
Exactly, you know it, and I did that. And then one day, that led to my account getting hacked and all these PayPal charges, and I was like, never again. And I deleted it and I stopped, and that was the end of
last
that.
time you went to Starbucks.
For me, I'll take you even further back. Not as far back as Grandma Miller. All right, this isn't going to be a Grandma Miller story.
Is
Nick.
Grandma Miller still alive during this time period?
Oh
though?
yeah, totally. She's alive
Cool.
in this one.
Okay.
But here's where we're going.
Where are we going?
Aunt Dell and Uncle Scott. I'm dying. You know, because if you're a new viewer to the show, and you get Matt, you get to be in a very, very interesting place today.
Yeah.
After this, I am personally inviting you.
I signed up to do this.
I am personally inviting you to go to Nick's car. I want you to go to Nick's car. I'll take you there. You sit in it. It smells just like Uncle Scott's car. That's why
spitting image. Of Uncle
every time I
Scott's
get
car.
into Nick's car, I get in that front seat. I lean back. My head sticks to your headrest now because Sean Pitts has gross hair, and then it smells like Uncle Scott's car, and I'm stoked. It's a trip down memory lane. I remember as a child, the first time I was ever hearing about Starbucks was through Aunt Dell and Uncle Scott.
Okay.
They are worldly traveled people.
They know
They are downtown Chicago kind of folks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They have that
Fuck with the Bucks.
They got that hustle bustle lifestyle.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Downtown Julie Brown, a staple
Blues
of
Brothers.
downtown
Down in the
Chicago.
Loop.
The Blues Brothers down in the
Looping it.
Loop. Good
Yep.
job.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah. But that was the thing for my suburban working class parents. They're not drinking no Starbucks. They never heard of the
they're like
Starbucks.
Dunkin'
Starbucks. Never.
Donuts.
Starbucks. I remember Starbucks when Aunt and Uncle Scott introduced this to life, and they're talking about how addicted to it they are. It seemed like the fanciest of fancy coffees. And now, granted, I know this sounds crazy. I'm sure, Tim, you're like 12 years old. Starbucks has been as big and popular and mainstream as you remember. It wasn't at the time. I remember this was a big deal that they were going
remember
there.
a time.
That they're shut up.
I remember a time.
When
Look
we
what you made
fell
him do.
in love, I
what you made
remember
him do.
time.
that a
Michael
real
Jackson.
song?
Yeah.
You made.
Michael
I just
Jackson.
started singing lyrics, and I was like, "Is Greg gonna take this into a real song?" And you
Of course
did.
it is, because Greg knows
And you
lyrics to every
did.
song.
This is also another.
Jesus Christ.
You know it's bad
another-
when he stops mid-sentence,
I need-
thinks about it for a second, and then just starts laughing.
I need your help on this one,
All right,
Big Daddy.
okay, let's go.
All right.
I'm on this train with you,
You
sir.
remember where I'm going with this.
I'm on this
He doesn't.
Snowpiercer with
I
you. Let's just
guarantee
keep
he
it-
doesn't
I was
remember.
there, man. I'm with you.
Remember the Time was the music video with Lisa Marie Presley and
Remember
Michael
the
Jackson, right?
time. Yeah.
I distinctly remember this one. Oh, maybe I don't.
Remember the time I distinctly remember? Oh, maybe I don't.
This is the same video where he hit the car with the bat and the crowbar and turned into a cat at the end.
Oh,
I
don't
Oh,
know.
no, that's black and white.
Yeah, I thought that.
Did they
I don't-
debut the same night? Kevin, can I get a Google on when
did
Fox
not.
debuted? Remember, did Fox TV debut Remember the Time or black and white or both?
I remember him smashing shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I think that was black or white.
That is true. No, that's
Yeah.
been covered. That's been covered. I'm
Maybe-
trying to remember.
That was Scream. Never mind, that was
little
Scream.
little baby,
Scream.
little
Janet
little
Jackson.
young Greg, not baby by any means at this point, Matt.
Right.
Sitting there, Mom had made this like 3-layer dessert thing that was really good. And I remember eating it, watching one of these Michael Jackson videos, and I remember it was inappropriate for a boy my age. Not to mention be eating this dessert while either it was he was naked with his wife in this video or while he was expressing his rage.
This topic's about Starbucks.
Right.
So then after you
remember
watch
that.
this video, you went
Aunt
and
Dell and
got
Uncle Scott
Starbucks.
went there all the time. It was super fancy. I remember my mom making comments to how fancy it was or something, and that's what I knew of it.
What was
That's
the other song?
It doesn't matter. Black and white. We'll figure it out. And the chat will tell me. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll figure it out. The comments will all be there. We'll figure it
If
out.
the chat can somehow decipher that,
Here's what I'll give you, everybody. I'll give you very clear definitions that'll solve this case.
Okay.
The video
Evidence.
debuted on Fox TV.
right.
It debuted on a Sunday night.
You need help.
You need sleep.
It is a Sunday
You need
night
so much sleep.
before 2000.
I want you to go home tonight.
Figure it out.
I want you to go
Figure
home
it out.
tonight,
Figure
get a
it
nice
out.
meal, and go to bed early. Don't play your PS4.
I gotta play
Don't the
everybody's
Switch.
golf. I gotta play.
No, stop
They
it.
definitely didn't debut on the same day.
There it is.
Why?
Then that's it. Then there you go. Thank you.
Why
Oh, no, you
would
don't
they
know.
debut
November
the same
14th,
day?
1991.
Now, all right, cool. Now backwards track it. November 14th. Put that into Google and tell me if that was November 14th, 1991. Was that a Sunday? That would solve the problem. Because I think it is. Oh no, it's no. Hold on a second. It said that was.
The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Remember the time. Go back to the Wikipedia. Enhanced back to the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Black or White was first broadcast on MTV, BET, VH1, and Fox. Fuck. It was on Fox as well, though. Now it's too complicated. Maybe it wasn't a Sunday.
Why does it have to be a Sunday?
Because I
again?
thought it
That
was a
was
Sunday.
part of the evidence.
Eating
Nick.
a Sunday.
There was three pieces.
It has
of
to be
evidence.
a Sunday.
February 2,
It has to be a
1992
Sunday.
is when Remember the Time debuted.
Oh shit, that's my sister's birthday.
Oh my God.
It's all making sense.
Hold on. Yeah.
The
here.
Chinese zodiac.
What day is? Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Kevin is taking his sweet ass time. There we go. There we go. Okay, we knew the date. Just click on it.
Sunday.
It was. Then it was. Remember the time. Correct.
Yeah, it must have been.
So it was remember the time. I'm eating this delicious dessert that I know is bad for me, and I'm a little pudge ball, and I'm watching him and Lisa Marie Presley roll around naked. Thank you.
I'll tell you something about that relationship. That relationship, totally natural.
Oh
Nothing
yeah,
was weird about
that's
that
real
at
love.
all. That
That's
was
pure
super
love right there.
That was as natural as anything Tom Cruise has ever done in his relationships with his wives.
Yeah, why are you doing
Shout
that?
out
Why are
to
you doing
Nicole
that?
Kidman.
Why you gotta bring that in?
I thought jumping on a couch was supernatural.
It's supernatural.
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 No, you want to turn this into a Tom Cruise topic? Or you want to save this for next week?
No, I mean, if we're gonna do a Tom Cruise topic, we're gonna save that for next week
Write
because
this down. I
still
don't want
on
to forget.
we can
Starbucks,
just
right?
Tom Cruise in
Yeah,
general.
we're still on Starbucks.
No,
Our
this is.
first
I thought this is
Starbucks.
about
Are we, though?
Aunt Uncle Scott.
That is the question. Are we?
I mean, do you want to talk about Tom Cruise
No,
right now?
no,
Because
no.
we can seg the fuck away.
So that's the first time I remember Starbucks.
Right.
And then I remember starting to go to Starbucks. That was the first time I was aware of Starbucks. Keep up, Zach Wenzel. That was the first time I did that. And then I remember.
I want that whole thing to be a doodles. Just starting from right when he started talking to just that point right there. It's a 10-minute long doodle. Half of it is just Kevin mistyping shit into Google.
That's the thing. Is like, why would he doodle? There's not a story there. When you really boil down what Greg Miller just told us, it's that
What's
a
the
Michael
evidence?
Jackson
What's
music
the
video
evidence?
came out,
Yeah.
and he knew people that thought Starbucks was fancy.
Yeah. Uncle Bob and Aunt Scott thought it was fancy.
And there wasn't dessert.
And he ate a 3-layer dessert, and it's unbelievable that he would have eaten that dessert on a Thursday night.
Saves that for Sundays.
Well, Mom had a job. She couldn't put that much work into a dessert on a
gonna go ahead
Thursday.
and I'm gonna 100% say that you could eat dessert whenever you wanted when you were a kid. Because big old Jamie Kennedy didn't give a fuck about your.
No, just let it go,
yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Didn't care about your blood sugar levels.
I remember going there and then to Starbucks. It was always the thing that I just couldn't remember the size of coffee I wanted. So I always said medium.
Yeah.
And if you remember in the early days, they used to try to correct that shit.
Yep.
Oh, we don't have medium. Do you
Kevin
mean?
didn't deal well with that.
No, fuck
Kevin
off.
to this day,
yeah.
still, and he's one of those dudes like, I'll take a medium.
No.
With Kevin, I'll take a large.
I still say it
Whatever
too.
the fuck it is.
And it's not out to insult them. It's just that I really just need you to be normal people and fucking give me the
Right.
medium-sized beverage or the
Dude,
large.
That's a
No,
step too
go
far. Well,
fucking
that
look at
I
Starbucks,
remember that
bro.
though, because I remember that was everyone's first introduction to Starbucks. Right? I remember when the first Starbucks opened in Riverside. It was in the Mission Grove Shopping Center, where I would later work as a pizza chef at Boompas. No longer there. Shout out to Boompas. No longer there.
A chain or local establishment?
It was a local establishment,
Nice.
and I think it's gone now. In fact, I know it's gone now.
You just stated that twice.
Yeah, no longer there.
It's no longer there. I remember seeing Starbucks coffee. Ooh, that's really fancy. And you walked in, and I was like, wow, I feel like so ignorant that I don't know anything about the world right now. And I'm
kinda
seeing
fun.
the entire world through
These are
Starbucks, right?
Ethiopian beans.
Whoa, Sumatra, where's that, right? And everything was espresso based, right? You remember, like, and you didn't know what an espresso was. You barely knew what coffee was.
Still don't.
Espresso is
It's small cups of coffee.
yeah, just little tiny cups of coffee for little tiny people.
I
And
know what espresso is.
depending
I don't know what
on
it is, though.
it's just a different bean. Yeah.
But
Isn't there
don't-
no water
I
in
don't
it?
know what that means, though.
There's water in it.
There's still water.
Yeah,
It's not
water-
just sand.
There's also sand in it. No, yeah, I mean, I remember thinking like, oh my God, what is? And then when I look back to my storied history with Starbucks, and I think to myself, wow, like those first drinks we used to get were basically just chocolate sundaes.
Yeah.
Remember those? Like it was always the mocha frappuccino.
Well, that was the
Yep.
thing. The Frappuccino
Frap was
was
like-
what I think really got Starbucks.
really gets everyone in there.
I agree with you guys. Starbucks was the it's a fan.
Right.
Like, there's a coffee shop dedicated. It's a chain that's everywhere.
Right.
And it was like
They
I
don't
felt
mind
like
you
I
just
didn't
sitting
understand
around.
it. Exactly. It was a game changer. But I was a dumb kid. I wasn't going there. I was like, that sounds stupid. But then they're like, we'll give you Frappuccinos.
Right. This is just
caramel
a sugar, but
Frappuccino.
yeah.
Right.
That became just like, oh, I'm going to save my money up to be able to get one of those bad boys because they were expensive.
they were fucking good.
Yeah.
And this
You're
is like
dropping $4-5 for one of those.
dude,
fuckers?
but you have to understand, like, this is like me post high school. I think I really remember Starbucks being a thing for me the summer between my senior year of high school and freshman year of college. 18, I'm working as a fucking, I'm throwing dough every night, right? Taking that hard-earned money, putting it right back in to Frappuccinos, and me and my boys, because there's nothing else for an 18-year-old to do in Riverside, because couldn't drink, and I just stopped doing meth. So I was like, I'm gonna go and just drink Frappuccinos and smoke cigarettes outside. And that's
Yeah.
all we did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all we would do. And that started me on that path for doing that up until about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
where I still drink a lot of coffee. I just don't smoke the cigarettes anymore.
See,
What about
I don't remember my first time at Starbucks because
How old are you?
23.
Yeah, I guess because you were like, why when you were a baby, your
Right.
mom probably just took you into a Starbucks.
And she didn't. No, I mean, my parents aren't coffee drinkers. No one's a coffee drinker in my house. But it'd be like, hey, it's kind of cold outside. Let's get a nice little hot chocolate.
Okay.
And
Sure.
Nice little hot
shout
chocolate.
the fuck out to Starbucks hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Unrivaled.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Unrivaled. Consistent. Any
The thing
Starbucks
is-
you go to, it's going to taste the same. And
Right.
that's amazing. Because there's some coffee shops, and when I say some, I mean pretty much all, that their hot chocolates are not hot chocolates.
No.
They're the deepest, darkest cocos.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, it's
That's-
bitter.
no.
Help me, what's
if
the
I
difference?
wanted-
What's the
if I
difference
wanted
between hot
something
chocolate and
nasty, It'd be
cocoa?
a fucking coffee. Hot chocolate tastes good. These
Okay.
are, I'm down for cocoa.
So
I
they
don't wanna
used
hate
to,
on
they
cocoa.
started doing these things called the drinking chocolate. Remember that? Like Starbucks
Oh, yeah,
tried
I've
to
seen
bring
that.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Starbucks said, "Hey, we've got perfect hot chocolate. Let's try to one up ourselves." And they brought in drinking chocolate, which is just a fucking melted chocolate bar. You were just drinking a melted chocolate bar, and after about 4 sips of it, your hands start to shake,
Yeah, you just
and your
can't do it.
eyeballs go cross.
Yeah.
It's like 400 grams of sugar.
I mean, we were talking about, frappuccinos and all that. I mean, we have to say something about the PSL.
Well,
It's about to be back. It might
It
even
is. I
be
was
back.
thinking about that
Is it?
recently.
Yeah, yeah.
You are.
What,
a
are you
big
shaking your head
fan.
there?
Yeah.
What are you shaking your head about?
I'm shaking my head about pumpkin spice in general.
In general?
In general.
In which
No,
way?
this is thin ice now.
And just like it's gone way too overboard.
Oh, no.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's special.
Yeah.
Sure.
it's
well,
still
it's
good.
just like the green shakes at McDonald's.
Oh, Shamrock Shake?
Shamrock shakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, those suck and always have.
Ken Shamrock was a god.
no.
He was really
Okay.
good. Ankle
And the
lock.
fact that McDonald's was like, you were so good in the early days of UFC
WWE.
that we have to Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
What Ken Shamrock? Wait, what are we talking about?
We're both right.
We are both right. I was like, wait a minute, there was a Ken Shamrock.
That was his
Ken
big deal.
Shamrock was so good that McDonald's. I was like, where's the bit going? Right. That McDonald's had to make the Shamrock Shake for him, and that's fantastic, and it will
Yeah.
live on forever.
But
They
it
said
sucks,
they're
man.
gonna make it forever.
Hey,
My
here's
favorite ice
mint.
cream, hands down, mint ice cream. Fucking love it.
Just brush your teeth then. How about that?
I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
brushing my teeth as well. But the mint chocolate ice cream, I'm so down.
Yeah.
This Shamrock Shake, it's in the name. It's a sham. It fucking
Wow.
sucks. That stuff.
But is it a
it's-
sham? Wow.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's a shamrock in your stomach.
Is it a shake? Wait.
Shake. Wait, that's not even the right thing.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I guess sham, wow, shake, wait are in the same
They're in
kind
the
of
same like
infomercial
infomercial
world.
category,
Right.
right? But
Sound
they
the
don't
same.
sound. Kind
But no, fuck the Shamrock.
like what
But
you did.
PSL, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although admittedly they've gotten worse over the years.
Whoa.
They have.
They've gotten worse.
The
It's-
pumpkin spice latte.
I
at
don't really.
Starbucks?
I mean, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm down. I'm down.
It's no the quality.
What's
of them-
happened?
They changed the mix of it. It's like it's a mix of being too sweet and just it's not. I feel like a lot of their kind of flavored drinks have gotten watered down. It's not the right word because they're not physically watered down, but just like the way they make them is more generic than it used to be. There used to be more love.
They're not putting the love in.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say? I
They used to
appreciate
care
that.
more about the mix. There used to be more of an idea of what
Well,
that
they're too
drink
big
meant.
now, though. I mean, think about how Starbucks is. It's so big, and this is why, like, this
big.
is a jokey kind of topic. But when you start really thinking about it, like, think about how much Starbucks has influenced like everyone's life and mainstream culture. It popularized that, like, the cafe, and it made me start drinking coffee. I mean, it's ubiquitous at this point, right?
I mean, well, you're talking about your high school and college experience. I know we've talked about this stuff a lot, but fundamentally, Starbucks changed my life. Might not be the right word to use, but it made my life.
Yeah.
Like so many of my relationships were at a Starbucks.
Started and ended at a Starbucks.
Talking at a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with friends because it's 24 hours and you're a kid and that's somewhere you can go. You know, it's like that is so important to my formative years and learning how to, what my dick was doing and how
Right.
to work it
Okay.
and all that
At a
stuff.
Starbucks, that's what
My-
they actually want you to do. That they want you to get a frappuccino and sit down with your dick and just figure out how it
Learn
works.
yourself.
Yeah.
My roommates and I in college, we would go get Starbucks all the time because we had a Starbucks on campus. That was part of our meal plan. That we could
What?
yeah, we would get. It was like I think it was like
College is way
a
better now.
venti was like a like meal or something.
Okay.
I forget like the specifics of what it was, but
Where'd
it
you
was
go to
like in North Carolina.
Gotcha.
School called High Point University. Shout out.
Michael Jordan went there.
No.
Nope. No.
North Carolina.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That
Yeah.
part's
Carl
true.
Malone
that's true.
also went there.
Also true.
Ken
right.
Shamrock.
Both Ken
Really?
Shamrocks.
Wow.
No, there was one. Ken
I didn't
Shamrock.
even know.
Both Ken Shamrocks. Was he in WWE also?
Yeah, that was his
How
thing.
did I not know this?
I don't know. I mean, it was during the Attitude Era of the '90s. He had an ankle lock. He's coming to snap, and then he'd like put you in the ankle.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you and I have a lot in common.
We
should
do.
be
There's a lot of
friends.
common ground here.
We should be
I didn't
friends.
realize. I vaguely remember that. Yeah, that was his shtick. That he was an MMA guy. Mm-hmm. But I just remember
Him and Frank
more as
Shamrock,
being
yeah, his brother
Ken
Frank, yeah.
Shamrock. because he had a big. Here's how it goes with. No, I guess that's
How's
not
it go,
correct.
Greg? Tell me.
Well, Ken Shamrock, of course, makes me think of Steve Blackman, who was another guy who was in the same era of like, I'm gonna wear these like judo pants. He's
Yeah.
gonna kick or whatever. He had a kendo stick, and then that makes me think of when he was fighting X-Pac once. Steve Blackman was, and so then we called our friend John, and he didn't answer the phone, and we left a voice answer machine message where we narrated the fight for him.
Okay.
And then he called back, and he was like, or the next day he called back. He's like, my mom was furious at you guys. Like, why would you call and leave a racist message on the phone? And I was like, what do you mean racist message? He said, she said you kept screaming about some black man getting beat up. And we're like, no, we were watching Steve Blackman fight X-Pac. And his mom didn't watch wrestling, so she didn't miss it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes total
yeah.
sense. I want Kevin to Google Ken Shamrock right now because I want to make sure I'm
Bring
not
up
mixing-
Ken
Can you
Shamrock's
bring up Ken Shamrock?
Wikipedia page.
And make sure it's the same one I'm thinking of. The way I got.
So now, Tim,
Tito
are
Ortiz.
you don't seem as invested
I thought that was gonna
anymore
be the end of the topic.
in,
No,
well,
it's
now
Ken
we got to
Shamrock.
get Kim
No,
Shamrock.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he fights totally
invested
fine.
in-
And
Oh,
Greg
wow.
fights Tito Ortiz.
Yeah, that's Ken Shamrock,
That
all right.
motherfucker.
That's him.
Yeah.
Are you still investing in the Starbucks life? Because I don't see you living the Starbucks life as much as I see Nick living the Starbucks
Yeah.
life.
Well, the thing is, Nick has always went to Starbucks before he comes to work. I don't do that. I would go to his second. I would join him for his second trip of the day. But back in the day, that was when we were in the apartment.
Right.
And it was like just getting out of the apartment.
Sure.
was nice.
Right. Sure.
And in addition to that, it just like allowed us to talk and like have something to do. We don't need to do that anymore. And like I'm fine with the coffee, and especially back then I was on the vanilla latte. I went from caramel frappuccinos
Sure you did.
to the hot chocolate.
Okay.
To the when I was trying to learn what coffee was, I fucked with the white chocolate macchiato.
Oh.
Is what it was.
Wow.
And,
Didn't know we had a king of England over here.
That
All
shows
right,
you-
jeez.
but I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Sure.
But then I eventually moved over to just the strict latte. Then I was like, fuck this.
Latte.
Went to the vanilla latte.
Wow,
And
you've made it around that board.
I was.
I mean,
I've
I'm talking
never.
about 10 years of my life here. And these are my serious like steps. Ended at vanilla latte, but then it reached a point, Nick said, Tim, you got to stop drinking this shit. And I was like,
It's pure sugar.
you're probably right. And then I just switched over to the iced coffees. And that's when I was like, all right, cool. But now I just have coffee.
See, for me, I think it would the only, I don't have I don't think we had one in Columbia that was like open 24 hours or anything like where we were going to. We weren't drinking coffee in high school, and so really when I think of Starbucks in the first, I think of it either being bitterly cold in the winter and I'm downtown or something and I want to go in and get a hot coffee or a hot cocoa or whatever. And then Craig Harris, when he used to pick me up to take me to IGN when we were carpooling at one point, he stopped there every day. He probably still is a huge addict to Starbucks.
Greg Harris
but-
probably, yeah.
But I would always get a strawberry frappuccino or whatever from there, and I would drink it thinking I was being healthy because I was like having strawberries in the morning.
Yeah, it
it's
is
like
exactly
it's like a
like
smoothie.
that.
Yeah,
It's like when
dumb
you have
kids,
your
man.
yogurt in the morning, but you're like, let's just spruce it up with a little bit of Nutella.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Super healthy.
whatever, man.
It's great for you.
Fuck you.
I'm not
I mean,
judging.
once-
You-
I'm
you
putting
just said
fucking-
you were judging me.
I'm gonna put a Care Bear on your face.
What I want to give a shout out to for Starbucks is I'm a huge fan of ice water.
Oh yeah, who
And
is
no
it?
one does it better. You go in there.
They have
can I
great
get
water.
A 20 ice water.
Yep.
Then you're walking out of this here with this freaking tub of ice.
Yeah.
For free.
It's fantastic.
It's
They
great.
used to not do that though. They would be like, "Sir, we can only give you a small, like a pico."
I'm at a
What the
point
fuck
though.
would
I'm
that-
like, I'll pay
I don't know
for
what's
it.
below grande.
Like, what do you need me to pay
Tall.
if I needed this?
Right.
Because we're out there. It's E3. We're hot. We're sweating. It's RTX. Whatever. I'm like, just give me the goddamn ice water. What do I need to do?
I wonder how many of these cups I have utilized in my entire life, and what I could have done with all of that.
I was gonna say,
plastic.
do you think about it? Why don't you just get the
I just started
reusable?
thinking about it. I do have it. I just forget to bring it with me now. I have that one. Remember, I have a teal and with a pink straw.
Oh yeah, that was
It's
really cute.
cool
One.
looking. Yeah, fuck that. I forgot. I totally
Okay,
forget
well,
to bring it with me.
that's no good.
Also, this size
That's where
doesn't
Starbucks
fit in
gets you.
cabinets. That's the
got you.
problem. So it's either I have to figure out like leave it out on my countertop, which I'm not doing.
Yeah, of course
Or
not.
I buy 10 of these a week and we make a house afterward with them
Okay.
because we could.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Click here to subscribe. Click here to see a playlist of other videos. Click here to go to our Patreon page. And click here to go to the Vortex of Darkness. I don't know what it is.